as we finish up, there was a Twitter submission. I assume one of your childhood friends says, ask him about the Samu and Giant Gonzalez Hasbros I gave him at his 8th birthday party. I'm going to hope this is a childhood friend. Otherwise, it's a very creepy individual.
Yeah, good old Josh Rumbin. In kindergarten, he was like my first friend because, you know, we both loved wrestling. We're the only kids in the class that love wrestling. So, and second grade at my birthday party, I'll never forget the brand new series, Giant Gonzalez and Samu. I hadn't even seen the series yet because like kids these days, they already know what's coming out before it comes out. Back when I was a kid, you'd have to go to the store and be like, "Oh my gosh, they made a Giant Gonzalez wrestling figure."
You wouldn't even know if the series was continuing back then. You would just hope. Like I walked into the store and I was like, "What are these? What are these? What are these?" Like there'd be a new series. I would have no idea that was coming up.
I'll never forget like the transition from Hasbro to Jakks wrestling figures was like such a state of confusion for me because there was like this period of time where I could never find any wrestling figures. I'm like, what is going on here? And then in the 4th grade, I saw another childhood friend, my friend Rob. He had a Goldust and a Shawn Michaels figure, and he was playing with him at lunch. And I was like, what?
Yes.
What are these? But yeah, like you never knew about these sorts of things. And so Josh Rumbin, the guy who bought me these figures in 2nd grade, actually went away to Catholic school in middle school. So that's when like wrestling really blew up and everybody wrestling. And then like probably around like the 10th or 11th grade, I saw him and we were playing basketball at the park, and I was like, "Yo, Josh!" I hadn't seen him in years, because there wasn't social media back then, and once somebody's not in your class, you kind of don't talk to him. And back in those days, but he was like, I was like, "Oh man, you still like wrestling?" He's like, I don't watch that stuff on TV no more. I like indie stuff." I'm like, "Wait, what? Like, you watch the indies? Like, do you watch Ring of Honor?" He's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh my gosh," like, and he's like, "You gotta check out this IWA Mid-South." And I was like, "All right." And that's what like started my tape trading as a kid, because I dubbed a Ring of Honor tape for him, and he gave me an IWA Mid-South tape. It was the Chris Hero CM Punk match, where they did the Russian leg sweep from the balcony through the tables. And I was like, and because I was always a Ring of Honor fan, but like I didn't really go seek out these other indies, because the one time I tried to, like with a doubleheader with CZW, and like there was like light tubes and like all this crazy stuff. I was like, I don't know about all this, and then he also told me about this like message board forum where you can go on there and trade tapes. It was called Crazy Max Forums. And I was like, all right, cool. And like, I was like, hey, like, I'm new here, blah, blah, blah. My friend Josh Rumbin sent me over here. But little did I know that like Josh Rumbin had like mega heat on those boards, because like one day, one day he like made all these trades and everybody sent him the tapes, and he just went radio silent, never sent anything back, and like he owed all these people like tapes and money and all this crazy stuff. And then like, and so like people were coming after me. I was like, I don't know, I just want to trade some tapes and get some different indies and stuff. But I eventually built up my own reputation on that message board and stuff. But yeah, message board tape trading was definitely a fun. And now, man, I remember I got that one tape from Josh Rumbin, which led to like 500 wrestling tapes or something crazy,
That's wild. It sounds like the scene from Superbad where the guy hits Jonah Hill with a car and he's like, "Oh, come to this party with me. Everybody likes me there." And then they get there and everybody wants to kick their ass. Josh almost got your ass kicked on the forums.
Yeah. Pretty much. But yeah, so that is a very true story. I got the wrestling figures in 2nd grade for my 8th birthday party.